Hi everyone, this is Netmo. I want to share with you my latest project. This is a 1986 Mongoose FS1. I just purchased it on eBay a couple of weeks ago without the Skyway mags. In the next few weeks I'm going to be receiving a few other parts in order to complete this project. That includes tires, inner tube, the reproduction decals, the brakes as well. This is the first time I'm going to do a build of this caliber, so I wanted to share it with everyone. I didn't find many other videos doing a build on a Mongoose, so I wanted to go ahead and document this. In preparation for the new paint on the badge, I'm using a fine steel wool, and I'm basically just cleaning the surface, removing any old paint that might be on the badge itself. I don't want to necessarily use a Dremel tool to not excessively grind away at the badge. It is a soft aluminum and I want to preserve it and don't want to take any excess material off of the badge. Now I'm going to take away or clean any grease or anything like that before I apply the enamel paint onto the badge. Okay, so the first color I'm going to apply is going to be the white. I'm using good old traditional Testors enamel paint, and I'm going to fill in what is the area above the M and below the M. So I found a picture online and it shows that these two areas are white. There's a black outline around the M, and then the band around the badge is also black with all the letters, and the trimming is the exposed aluminum. So I put the bike in an upright position and I used the Testors white and black enamel to fill in the spaces. Now I'll let this dry overnight, and then what I'll do is I'll take a sheet of hobby sandpaper, which is a very, very fine grit, and what that's going to do is it's going to clean up all the excess paint that's on the surface, revealing all the letters, and it cleans up the edge around the M. Hi everyone, it's the morning after, applying the paint to the badge. And this morning what I've done is I've used the sandpaper, and this sandpaper is really, really thin. It's thinner than what would be a traditional wet sandpaper. You can barely feel the texture of the grit. And this is used in modeling applications when you're building models and you need to clean small parts up. And what I've done is applied the sandpaper on the surface and given small strokes, just enough to clear away the paint from the top surface, exposing all the letters and cleaning up the edges. Now unfortunately, since this is such a fine grit paper, the aluminum is a very fine dust, and what it ended up doing was getting on top of the white. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to wash the badge with some soap and water, just clean up any excess residue that may exist on top of the badge, and then I'm going to just apply the white, a very fine coat of white to the badge. But you'll get a general idea of how it'll come out once done. If I had to do it again, I'd probably do everything without the white and then leave, since the white is a larger area, it's a little easier to get the paint in place. I'd probably do that afterwards. But nonetheless, it comes out really nice, and it's another step towards getting this bike back to its original state, or at least as close as possible to it. Now, one of the other things that I'll probably move on to is going to be the rotor. A lot of times you'll find that the decals are dried up and in bad shape. So I'm going to take apart the rotor. I'm going to clean this up, which doesn't take too much. And I found on eBay there's a guy out of the UK who has a decal. So I'll be able to pick that up, apply it, and it should get this rotor back to looking near close to original. Thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure to come back and watch the next part as I work on some of the other parts of the bike.